real story of Cinderella, and it's kind of like how there's the Three Little Pigs, and the true story of the Three Little Pigs is the true story of Cinderella.
There's no book. We did it.
Yeah, we made it up.
I'm the narrator. Adrian's stepmother, Christina, is Cinderella, and Jen is Anastasia. Once upon a time, in a faraway land, lived a royal family. There was a king and his daughter. The daughter was Cinderella. After the unfortunate death of Cinderella's mother, the queen, the king eventually remarried. This marriage gave Cinderella 2 stepsisters. We all know the story of Cinderella living with her evil stepmother and evil stepsisters. But were they truly that bad? Cinderella might have seemed like she was so mistreated, but in all honesty, she was really hard to live with. She had the typical only child princess attitude. Bet you didn't know that. With the king away a lot of the time, her stepmother was head of the household. Little Miss Cindy was not a fan of that.
Cinderella, would you mind going to get the groceries? The chauffeur will know where to take you. I somehow threw out my bag yesterday, and I'd really like to just relax with a heating pad.
Ugh, you're so helpless. Why can't you have Anastasia do it? She never does anything anymore.
I heard that. You know we have finals next week, and I really want to graduate magna cum laude. Our sister did it, and it's been my goal since I was 15. I'm spending every waking moment studying. If you didn't spend so much time hanging with the mice and birds, you might be able to graduate with a 3.0.
Yeah, well, who needs to graduate with a whatever you said? No one but you actually knows how to pronounce it. I don't even need to go to school. I'm the heir to the throne, remember?
Not with that attitude, you won't be.
Cinderella doesn't hear her stepmother.
But to answer your question, stepmother, I really don't feel like going to the store right now.
Cinderella, I swear, the only way I can get you to do anything for anyone or anything around the house is to ground you and use your housework as punishment.
And this is why we always saw Cinderella doing housework. So the day went on. Anastasia studied. The stepmother relaxed with a heating pad. Cinderella was grounded yet again. The groceries would wait another day. The stepmother is at a loss.
Lucifer, what am I going to do with her?
The cat just purred and begged to be petted more as Anastasia comes down the stairs.
So, Mother, the Prince's Ball's coming up soon, and I don't know which gown I should wear. I want your opinion. Can you help me pick one out?
Of course, dear.
Then it hit her.
Of course. Why didn't I think of that sooner? Cinderella won't be allowed to go to the ball until she cleans up her act.
Meanwhile, Cinderella is in the basement doing some of the grounding chores. She's sweeping, mopping, and talking to those mice.
I'm a princess. I shouldn't have to do chores and stuff. I don't know why that lady is always getting on to me about things. She can't tell me what to do.
While the mice squeak in the background, Cinderella finishes up the sweeping and mopping. She heads back upstairs to find her stepmother waiting for her.
Cinderella, have a seat, please.
Cinderella sits down, wondering what is happening.
Cinderella, honey, you know this family loves you very much.
Cinderella rolls her eyes.
But your attitude has got to change. One day you will be the queen. People will not respect you if you continue to go on with the attitude you have. You have to learn to respect others to do the things that are asked of you.
Cinderella sits there awkwardly, avoiding eye contact with her stepmother. Anastasia, who is hiding behind a wall, chuckles to herself.
You have until the Prince's Ball next weekend to fix your attitude. If I do not see an improvement, you will not be going to the ball this year.
Anastasia gasps. Anastasia runs out from behind the wall.
But Mother, it's the Prince's Ball.
I'm sorry, but this is the way that it has to be. Cinderella, you have to learn to ditch your self-serving attitude.
Cinderella tears up and runs to her room, slamming and locking the door. In between sobs, Cinderella says,
Am I really that bad? How do I change?
2 weeks pass, and before everyone knows it, it's the night before the ball. Cinderella did everything she could to change the way she was. She volunteered to sweep and mop. She did everything that was asked of her without rolling her eyes. Everyone around her noticed the changed Cinderella. Even her father mentioned something about how Cinderella had changed. She would sing everywhere she went, and the birds would follow her around to sing along. Cinderella's stepmother still had not said anything about letting her go to the ball. Cinderella was worried.
What if she still doesn't let me go, Anastasia?
It's the Prince's Ball. She has to let you go. You did exactly what she asked.
I know I have, but the ball is tomorrow night. I don't know. I'm just going to go to bed. Good night, Anastasia.
Good night, Cindy.
It was the morning of the ball. The bright golden sun shone in through Cinderella's window, and the warmth gently woke her up. She sat up and rubbed her eyes. Something was different in her room. She looked over and saw the prettiest blue ball gown she had ever seen in her entire life. Beside it was a pair of glass slippers. Cinderella ran over, picked up the dress, and twirled it around.
Oh my gosh, this is the prettiest dress I've ever seen. I can't believe it.
She went on to try on the shoes, but instead she found a note. It was written in her stepmother's handwriting. Cinderella read the note aloud.
Proud of you, Cindy. Have fun tonight. Be home by midnight.
And well, you know the rest of the story.